Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. 2 years after the signing of the landmark Paris Climate Accord, world leaders today gathered again in the French capital. The One Planet Summit focused on raising financial commitments for the fight against climate change. One of the key issues addressed was the decision by the United States to withdraw from the accord. Former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry criticized the move and said he believed the U.S. would come back.
Our president in the United States has made a decision that is not based to move out of Paris. It is not based on fact. It is not based on science. It is not based on any knowledge or legacy of facts. It is not based on common sense. It is a self-destructive decision for political purposes.
The United States did not drop out of the Paris Agreement. Donald Trump got Donald Trump out of the Paris Agreement.
We have to move quickly, otherwise we will lose the battle against global warming. Words are not enough. We need action. Croatia is taking part in all of the efforts to fight global warming, climate change, and all of the factors that are threatening our planet.
Prior to today's summit, Prime Minister Plenković participated in a lunch for heads of state hosted by French President Emmanuel Macron. More than 50 visiting world leaders were taken by boat to the summit site on an island on the Seine. Before meeting with President Macron, Prime Minister Plenković gave a lecture at the Paris Institute of Political Studies about Croatia's prospects and experiences after 4 years of EU membership.
Our path to EU membership was not as easy as it was for most Central and Western European countries. Unfortunately, we were the target of a war during the 1990s. Croatia had to overcome many challenges. It had to make the transition from a one-party system to a pluralist democracy, establish state institutions, and gain international recognition.
Environmental activists opposed to the construction of a thermal power plant on Peruća Lake on the Cetina River may have achieved their goal of stopping the project. A review panel has labeled the project environmentally unsound. The ball is now in the government's court. The Environment Ministry will consider the panel's assessment. Local activists have been organizing for the past year. They claim the natural gas-fired plant poses a threat to the water supply of nearly 500,000 people on the coast and the islands.
For now, this is one victory in a battle where it is clear that the public, scientists, academics, and even the church are opposed to this.
President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović, who has taken her office to Bjelovar-Bilogora County this week, helped Justice Minister Dražen Bošnjaković launch a pilot project today at the Commercial Court in Bjelovar. The project would facilitate electronic communication between the courts and parties involved in all cases. The goal is to improve efficiency and bolster public trust in the judiciary.
We are expanding our e-case file service to lawyers and notary publics. It is an important step towards the goal of a paper-free file system. Paper will be replaced with electronic communication. This will speed up cases and improve transparency, both of which are very important goals right now.
Most MP Vlaho Orepić has left his party's club of deputies in Parliament, signaling his departure from the opposition party. The former Interior Minister says he disagrees with Most's rigidly adversarial approach to politics. Most leader Božo Petrov says he doesn't understand the decision, but other MPs say they are open to working with Orepić.
I have left because I want to enhance the idea behind Most with clear political goals that are achievable and that will benefit all of society. I don't understand Mr. Orepić's motives. If there was any place where he could realize his potential, it was within Most. He was a minister. As far as I can tell, he is interested in concrete programs and actions. I'd be very happy to talk with him and would be pleased to cooperate with someone like that.
Extremely high southeasterly winds have caused serious damage in Gorski Kotar. Gusts uprooted trees, sent roof tiles flying, and tore half the roof off of a school in Vrbosko. The extreme weather has affected transportation. Trains are not running and roads are blocked with debris. A number of local roads are still closed.
I haven't slept since 2 in the morning. The wind was howling. I've lived here for more than 60 years, but I've never experienced anything like this.
We called our firefighters to the scene at 4:30 this morning. Then the sanitation crews arrived, followed by 2 forestry crews. Around 80 people are working to clean up the damage.
Zagreb was voted the best Christmas market for the 3rd year running in a poll by the European Best Destinations website. More than 39,000 people chose Zagreb for the top honor. In recent years, the city has been making a push to extend its tourism season, and the Christmas market has proven to be a major hit. In sports, Davor Šuker will remain at the head of the Croatian Football Federation for another term. The national body's electoral commission confirmed today that Šuker was the only candidate running for the top job. Former national team player Dario Šimić had announced a challenge against Šuker, but he appears to have pulled out of the race. The federation will hold a formal vote on December 22nd.
Rain will turn to snow overnight in the northwest and at higher elevations. More rain is expected tomorrow, along with the chance of snow in parts of the interior, mostly in the morning. The coast can expect rain. There will be heavier downpours in the north. Skies will begin to clear partially in the west later in the day. The southern sections of the coast will still see a moderate to high southeasterly wind in the morning, while Dalmatia can expect a light to moderate northwesterly. There will be a south-southwesterly wind in the north. Morning lows will range from -1 to +3 degrees in the interior and from 6 to 13 on the coast. The day's highs will be between 1 and 6 degrees inland and between 10 and 15 along the shore. The 3-day outlook for the interior calls for unstable conditions. Temperatures on Thursday and Friday will be quite warm with moderate south-southwesterly winds. Heavy rain is expected in the mountains. Winds will shift to a northwesterly direction on Saturday, which will drive down temperatures and bring snow to higher elevations. Conditions will also vary on the coast. It will be partly to mostly cloudy with occasional rain. Heavier showers are expected on Friday. There will be a moderate southeasterly wind, which will pick up on Friday and shift occasionally to a southwesterly. The precipitation will taper off on Saturday, giving way to clearer skies.
And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.